Hello, dear students. Now let us go with the next question from Neet 2026 examination. Now the question is from the Redox chapter. Now if you look at this question, it is the statement-based question. Let us examine each statement carefully and let us find out whether the statements are correct, wrong, or any one of them are correct. Now, my dear students, now look at the clear statement here. Now, the statement is saying heating NaCl with H2SO4 and MnO2 results in the oxidation of Mn. Okay, when we treat NaCl with H2SO4 and MnO2, what it is saying, it results in the oxidation of Mn. Let us try to understand it. After that, before going to go with the first statement explanation, let us try to go with the second statement also. Now, here it is also saying same mechanism, but the reactants are different here. NaI is here, same reagents H2SO4 and MnO2, and it is saying the reduction of Mn. Now, my dear students, now if you go with the answer, I say this is a conceptual thing. But do not worry, I'll try to explain it clearly. Now, my dear students, look out the first one. What do we have? The first reaction, according to this, we are having when NaCl is reacted with when NaCl is reacted with H2SO4. So what do we get? NaHSO4 plus HCl. And the next thing that we are having MnO2. When it is reacted with HCl, now we are going to get MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O. Now, my dear students, now look at this particular thing. What we have to find out here is whether the given Mn is reduced or oxidized. Because the statement is saying it results in what? Now look at, let us go back. It is results in the oxidation of Mn. Now, let us find out whether really it is oxidized or not. Now, we are having a MnO2. Is that correct? Now, if you look at the oxidation state, it is Mn4 plus. It is having a +4 oxidation state. Now, after the reaction, the product, what are we are getting? MnCl2. Now, my dear students, look out here. The oxidation state in this case is to be +2. It is +2, my dear students. So, as usually, it is clearly mentioning that it is reduced. But if you look at in the case of the chlorine, Cl, it is changing to be a Cl2. Now, if you look at this is an oxidized. But the statement is saying Mn will be oxidized. No, my dear students, Mn is not oxidized here. It is reduced. Now, if you want me a proof, I'll give a half reaction here. Now, look at the reactions here. Now, 2Cl minus, it is given to be as 2Cl2 plus 2 electrons. Mn plus 4, it is gaining 2 electrons, and now it is going to be Mn2 plus. So we can clearly say that statement 1 is wrong. Why it is wrong, my dear students? Because it is saying Mn will be oxidized. But as per the reaction, if you look at the reaction, it is reduced. Now, what about the next statement? Next statement, we are having what, my dear student? We are having NaI. NaI is the next reagent. Statement 2. Now, what we are having? NaI plus H2SO4. The product will be NaHSO4 plus HI. Same reaction. MnO2 when reacted with the HI. Okay. We're going to get MnI2 plus I2 plus 2H2O. Now, in the same case, if you look at this, Mn plus 4 is reduced to Mn plus 2. Okay. Now, here, I just put a 4H for the balance of reaction. Let me look out here. Yeah, I just missed here. Now, I'm going to put here the 4 HCl for the balanced reaction. Okay, dear students, now this is reduced. Now, if you go back to the second statement, what is saying? It is reduction of Mn. Yes, in the second case, you can see that it is reduced. So I just stand on the statement that the second statement is correct. The second statement will be correct. So statement 2 is correct, dear student. Now, if I say Hi is a strong reducing agent. Now, my dear students, how can this be happen? Now, if you look at the concepts of the periodic table properties, you can see that as we go down in group, the reducing property of the halogens is increased. So, I minus is the strongest reducing, then comes Br, then comes Cl, and then comes F minus. So it is a strong reducing reagent. So my dear students, now you are clear. So we can stay with this as we have proved that statement 1 is wrong and statement 1 is correct, because in statement 1 it is saying Mn is reduced to be, oxidized to Bmn. Okay, it is the manganese is oxidized. But here in this case, it is not happening. It is reducing. Both cases are reduced. But in the first statement, it is clearly saying it is oxidation. So I can say that the first statement is wrong. First statement is wrong and second statement is correct. Now statement 1 is incorrect. Where is that? Option number 2 is our correct answer. So is that clear, my dear students? Okay. So we shall meet with the next question.